Can you identify and name your emotions? Are you able to manage your feelings and help others do the same? When a challenge appears in your everyday life, can you channel your emotions to solve it? All of these questions gravitate around the concept of emotional intelligence, a skill set that can help you to improve your self knowledge, achieve greater well being, increase your professional success, and personal relationships. Hey guys, here it's Mateus, and today we will learn what emotional intelligence is and how to develop it. What is emotional intelligence? Fundamentally, emotional intelligence is the ability that we have to understand, direct, and use our emotions in a constructive way to remove stress, overcome obstacles, diffuse conflict, and communicate effectively. It is constructed around five key skills: self awareness, how well you can recognize and understand your emotions, impulses, and reactions. Empathy, how effectively you can recognize and understand others' emotions and use that to relate more profoundly with people. Social skills, the construction of relationships, working as a team, understanding others, negotiating, and leading groups of people. Self management. Use your emotions to react effectively to challenges, managing your impulses and adapting what you feel to optimize your well being. Motivation. Use and manage emotions to achieve middle and long term goals, committing yourself to take appropriate action to make your objectives become real. Emotional intelligence is helpful in our personal lives as well as in our professional careers, having a deep impact on organizations. It is responsible for 58% of professional success, and 90% of top performers in companies show high emotional intelligence. In addition, people who are emotionally intelligent earn on average more than $29,000 annually than their peers who score lower in emotional intelligence. We can see that emotional intelligence is one of the most important traits for personal accomplishment and professional success. Let's see how we can develop it. Method 1: Multiple Perspectives. There is a really interesting parable called Blind Man and an Elephant. It tells a story of a group of blind men who don't know what an elephant is. They had never met one before. They try to understand what the elephant is by touching it. Each blind man feels a different part of the elephant, but they are limited to only one part. They describe the elephant based on their limited experience, and their opinions differ. Some even think the others are being dishonest. This parable shows us our tendency to analyze only one side of the perspective and be limited by it, considering it absolute truth. To develop our emotional intelligence, one of the most important methods is analyzing a situation through multiple perspectives. Before jumping to a conclusion, we should understand the different sides of a situation. You can ask yourself, what has caused this situation? What is the other side of this argument? Why are people feeling this way? How can I adapt my perspective? By learning how to see multiple perspectives to a single situation, you will improve your empathy, critical thinking, social skills, tolerance, flexibility, and problem solving. Method 2: Describe your emotions. The word abracadabra means I will create as I speak. So we should use our reasoning capacity and communication to improve our reality. One way to do that is by developing our skills to describe what we are feeling and why we are feeling that way. Once we learn to identify and describe our emotions, including what has caused them, it's much easier to deal with them, managing their direction. By learning to notice how you feel, you will improve your self awareness, self management, and motivation. As a consequence, you will understand and calm yourself better. You will be more skilled in adjusting your behavior, nurturing your relationships, and dealing with challenges. Method 3: Identify your triggers. We can experience a wide range of emotions. Our response to events is shaped by our frame of mind and the circumstance surrounding the situation. An emotional trigger can be a memory, event, experience, feelings, thoughts that can generate a strong emotional response. Ask yourself, what makes me stressed and anxious? Identify your triggers and see if you can remove them from your life, or at least mitigate their effects on your general mood. For instance, if you feel anxious with your constant usage of the cell phone, but you need to use it to work, turn off its notifications. Use it just for the necessary tasks that you have, avoiding it in your free time and when you can. Spend a day or two without using it. Maybe you can't completely remove cell phones or social media from your life. However, you can learn how to interact with them healthily. We mentioned cell phones in our argument. However, you can generalize this reflection to any other trigger that you might have. When you feel a strong emotional response, you will feel some physical symptoms such as sweaty palms, upset stomach, dizziness, pounding heart. Learn how to identify and understand what has caused them. You will improve your skills in self management and self awareness, in addition to improving your well being. Every life experience is a school. We normally feel afraid of committing mistakes because of how bad we will feel. However, mistakes are like gold mining for learning and improving ourselves. Mistakes can help us to improve our knowledge, learn how to be resilient, develop new ideas and solutions, give us motivation and courage, become wiser, and understand ourselves better. Everybody commits mistakes, but not everybody learns with them. Use them for your personal and emotional development. Mistakes are a fundamental part of being human. By accepting them, we will start to see life as a grand experiment, a game that we should passionately play and interact with. Method 5: Connect with your environment. Emotional intelligence shouldn't be centered exclusively on yourself. You are not an island. Emotional intelligence is the combination of self plus relationships plus environment. So, if you want to achieve mastery in emotional intelligence, beyond understanding your emotions, impulses, and reasons, it is necessary to understand how others are feeling and how the environment that these people are in influence their mood. Generate an ambient where people can feel safe and that they can attend to their tendencies. Understand the other's motivations and do what you can to help them achieve their goals. In our video on emotional intelligence, we have described what it is, why it's important, and how we can develop it. We saw that self-awareness, empathy, social skills, self-management, and motivation are key skills in composing and developing emotional intelligence. In addition, we've seen 5 methods in how to develop it, which are multiple perspectives, describing your emotions, identifying your triggers, learning with mistakes, and lastly, connecting with your environment. By adopting these 5 methods, you will increase your emotional intelligence, deal better with your emotions, understand others much more profoundly, and become a more successful professional. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe to Speak Now's channel to keep receiving useful content for your English and life. Leave us a comment below answering what tip you found more useful. Like this video and see you next time. Expand your horizon.